BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you are here, then you heard that I, Chef Jeff, have a cooking show, and it's called This Dope Cooking Show, and we are on every Tuesday at 5:30 on the BS3 Network, YouTube, Facebook, and everybody everywhere else that they show stuff, right? Cool. So, welcome. What's happening? What y'all been up to, huh? What's going on? I've been chilling, me. Been chilling. Big shit. I'm talking about, Hank, I don't even know what's going on because I've been chilling. So, let me see. Let me fill y'all in right quick. All right. So, Big Red had his 5th birthday. The dude is off the chain, right? He is just that guy. Big Red said he wanted everybody to be awake when he woke up. He wanted us all to be standing around his cake and his gifts to sing happy birthday to him. He wanted to go to Dave & Buster's. He wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And he wanted to go to 54th Street out to eat. My dude had a whole rundown. He had a whole list of stuff that he wanted. And I think he got predominantly the whole list of things that he wanted for his birthday. So we got all of that, right? And I mean, my dude just been on one ever since. He said, every time you ask him, Big Zeke, how was your birthday? It was awesome. It was everything. It was amazing. So he ain't said nothing no different yet. So he's still on the high. And I love that for him. He's 5 going on 15, right? Cause I mean, he's the ringleader of everything that goes on and goes down here. Just because that's who he is. So that guy's gonna be something. We just gonna watch and see. What's up, guys? So look, today we're gonna get into it, right? So have you ever had chicken salad? So, okay, funny story. Somebody said, hey, Chef Jeff, you put grapes in your chicken salad? I said, what? I've never had the chicken salad that people talk about with the grapes in it. Don't know what nothing, don't know. So today we are making chicken. Today we are making chicken salad. I have gained a little notoriety about my chicken salad, right? The funny thing is I don't never remember how I make it. I have to always go back and look for a picture to find out what I put in it. It's crazy. So, today we're going to kind of nail it down, right? Why not? People ask me for it all the time. And then when I make it, people are like, oh my God, that chicken salad was so good. What you put in it? And I'll be like, I don't really know. The base for it, right? Of course, I've worked in the hospital field or whatever, as far as a chef, meal chef, executive chef, etc. And one place I worked at was a hospital that was a cosmetic hospital. Difference between this hospital and a regular hospital is you go there to get fixed up. You know what I mean? You go there and get new body parts and, other pieces of body that you don't have. Yours may not work. They cut yours off, put on a new one. They add some, take some away, if you get what I'm saying, right? So it's basically like a little surgery center. And sometimes people stay overnight. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have to stay a few days based off the complications of the surgery or what have you, right? And so they feed the people, right? It was maybe like a 20-some bed hospital. Not real sure. Nah, it wasn't even that many. It might have been 12. I think a full house was like 12, right? So fine. So they have 12 people, 12 hospital rooms, and they might have some overflow in the basement or something like that. I forget. It's been a minute. But sometimes they stay. And so we would have to feed them if they stay overnight, right? If they choose to stay longer, they would have to feed them. So They had like a chicken salad sandwich or chicken salad in the cup, right? But we had to make it every time. And nobody knew the recipe. But people was like, well, you put some grapes in it, you put this in it. But I never used the grapes, right? So people were just guessing every time, but it was a rare thing. So like every once in 2 or 3 months, somebody would order the chicken salad, right? Because they didn't want none of the other stuff. But we serve stuff like steak. We serve stuff like shrimp salads, chicken and shrimp salads. Like it was stuff that you would get at a restaurant. It wasn't like your typical hospital food, right? Every once in a while, somebody would come in with a dietary need that we had to stick, strictly by. But they had a menu of stuff that we would go off of: chicken quesadillas, burgers, tacos, chicken salad. We had a few other items: catfish, grilled chicken, things like that. So like it wasn't your regular hospital menu, right? Which was cool. But the chicken salad was something that nobody knew how to make. So we just guessed every time. So I have come up with a idea of what I do for my chicken salad, right? It has chicken, of course. And I use my rotisserie setting on my New Wave oven, right? I use that for my chicken, right? Because the rotisserie chicken cooks it slow. It's not gonna let it get too dried out, right? It's not gonna let it get overdone. So I do that. Every once in a while, and I'm not telling y'all what seasons I'm putting on it because that's how I be famous, right? But you can do things like go get a rotisserie chicken from Walmart and break all the meat off of it. Simple, especially if you're not, it's not nothing grand. So today, that's what we did. We went and got us a rotisserie chicken. We're going to pull all the meat off of it. We're going to cut that up. For the sweetness in mine, I use dried cranberries. I've never had the chicken salad with grapes in it, red or green. I don't know. First of all, I don't eat chicken salad like that. If I do, it's mine. That's just that. So, yeah. Red onion, celery, chicken, cranberries, mayo, a secret ingredient, sun-dried tomatoes. Y'all ain't never had no chicken salad with sun-dried tomatoes unless you had mine. Boom. So people don't be knowing what it is. That's what it is. That's what's, I think. So that's the key ingredients that I use. People love it. I get requests for it all the time, and I just be like, ah. So this last time I got a request, somebody was like, man, you have made chicken salad and you put grapes in. You put grapes in your chicken salad? I was like, no, never. I was like, that was my chicken salad you had if you had chicken salad with grapes in. He's like, nah, it was yours. You catered the event. He said, but it had something sweet in it. Well, he was referring to the dried cranberries. Who knew, right? So today, that's what we're gonna get into. Gonna be a quick one. We're gonna put something over a lettuce boat. We're gonna do that. And then I got this. It's a croissant loaf. You see that? Croissant loaf. What? So look, this right here, fire. Why is it so good? Because it's a croissant made into a bread loaf. A genius idea. I get this from Kroger, right? Kroger's private selections, like line, they be having some wild stuff on there sometimes. So like if you see it say private selection, you're gonna be like, but it's not gonna be that what you thinking. It's gonna be something totally different. I don't know. So anyway, I used this to make a avocado toast a couple of days ago. So I'm gonna use this to make a chicken salad sandwich. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it over a lettuce bowl. And of course, with some crackers, right? So that's what we're doing today. This episode of This Dope Cooking Show, we making chicken salad from scratch, the Chef Jeff way. Now, you can do whatever you want to do. You can make it however you want to make it, but this seems to work out for me, and I keep getting requests for it, so let's do it. I'm giving y'all one of my recipes, and only taking it and trying to say it's yours because it's mine. But I'm not like that, right? I just say some stuff I do, I'm not going to tell y'all because you got to get it from me. And if I tell some people to be watching, they be trying to get my ideas. Somebody already said like, well, I ain't never had your chicken salad, but I make a good chicken salad. I make a smoked one. And I'm like, all right, you should try some. Okay, give me some. Like, whenever you make some, just give me a scoop. Like, what's up? Anyway, I could go on and on, whatever. So hey, get your stuff, call your friends, tell a friend, and tune in, because we finna make some chicken salad, something quick, something you can add to the party that ain't gonna cost you too much, that ain't gonna do, you can make a bowl of chicken salad and let the people eat. And throw some, put some kale on the outside, chicken salad in the middle. It's gonna look fancy, right? Do your thing. So call your people, tell them, tune in, tag a friend, tell a friend, and go on YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe to This Dope Cooking Show, all one word, on YouTube, so we can run it up. All right? We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we went out, celebrated his birthday, right? We went to 54th Street. So, I was going to do this segment of Y'all Ain't Hungry Yet. So this is that segment. Y'all ain't hungry yet? I am. And I went to 54th Street. 54th Street is a chain restaurant out of St. Louis, Kansas City area, right? I worked at one when I lived in St. Louis. And I had a ball working there, right? Cause just who I am. Working on a grill where I was a steak guy. So I was cooking everybody's steaks nonstop. Friday and Saturday was crazy, right? So I understand how them type of places work. Anywhere that sells steaks and got multiple things as far as the grill go, I know how that goes. Well, we went to eat, it was crowded. It was a Friday, right? So you got to give grace because it's a Friday night. It's busy. Every restaurant in the world is busy on a Friday night. It's 5, dinner rush starts at 4 and goes until, plus if you got a happy hour, right? Well, we went in there and we frequent. I'm talking about, when I say frequent, I know when menu items have changed. I know when things ain't there no more. Stuff like that. When I lived in Missouri, they had tacos during happy hour. And I'm talking about fat tacos. They was like 2 for like $3 or whatever. But you got to think, like, you got that going on. You keep them coming. You switch them out. This is a hit. Well, the one down here stopped selling them. So I was like, what do we have to bring back these tacos? Anyway, we went in there. We were seated pretty much. So we waited for 30 minutes, right? Cool. That's average, especially in where I live, because everybody's going to this one area for this restaurant. And we, it was kind of like, whoa, like, we got seated, we got greeted, busy restaurant. So we put in our drink order, and we all know we wanted off the bat. Like, everybody knew. So we didn't have much of a wait time once we put our order in. Food come. Everybody plate looks good, right? But then as you get closer to it, start inspecting, you're like, well, what happened here, guys? The hottest thing on my plate was the chicken fingers. I normally get the ribs and chicken fingers platter. Doc got chicken fingers this time. She wanted something different. I was going to try something different, and I actually ordered something different. But then right before the server left the table, I changed my mind. Should have followed my first mind like I always do. So we, food come out, is chicken fingers is hot. My son's grilled cheese was hot. Zeke's pasta was hot. Well, no, it wasn't. So his pasta was kind of like lukewarm, right? But for Zeke, that's hot, right? Because he don't want his food piping hot. Kid, 5, whatever. So we do that. I'm getting ready to get into my plate. I pick up, break off a bone of the ribs, put it in my mouth. It's cold. And I'm not like talking like they didn't cook it cold, but like these was sitting somewhere and they wasn't nowhere near no heat, right? My plate wasn't even hot, right? So I guess somebody made my plate and went on break. Or I don't know. I don't really know what happened. I just know that my food was hot, right? My Brussels sprouts were burned. I didn't have hardly any feta cheese on them at all. And like I said, the hottest thing on my plate was chicken fingers. My sides were Brussels sprouts and fries. My fries were lukewarm. So I normally try to grin and bear some things, right? When I go out in restaurants, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that chef. And I despise people that send their food back every time you go eat. I despise it. Why? Because it is an insult to the kitchen. Every time you go eat, you're going to send your food back. All right. And then you holding up the table. So we gotta wait and see if your food good enough for you to eat it. And then we can all eat our food. So yeah, them type of people, I try not to be that person, right? I don't try to find something wrong with my food so that I can send it back and get a discount. I'm not that guy. But this particular time, I couldn't stomach it. First of all, I'm not gonna eat no cold pork. I'm not doing it. I rarely eat pork, and when I do, I want it to be good, right? So I was like, hey, my ribs not hot. Can they put them back on the grill and resauce them and just bring them back out? She's like, oh my God, they've been tripping all day. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. My bad, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, here, you could either just take the ribs and I, deal with the rest of it. I didn't tell her, like my fries was high about cold and all that. Because everybody at the table fries was about the same temperature, right? So I was like, well, it's not just me. My Brussels sprouts was just like, okay, that's a wash. I'm not even worried. They were so, they weren't even green. So I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. But it's either you get them overcooked or you get them undercooked. Those are the two that you got to deal with. So I was more concerned about the ribs because that's what I was in for. She took my ribs. About 4 minutes went by. She brought them back. I could tell by looking at them that they didn't put them back on the grill. I can look at them and tell. They heated them up in the microwave and then slapped some more sauce on the top. The sauce wasn't even hot that they put on when they reheated them, right? So I just looked and was like, okay, this is going to be one of them nights. So we continued to eat our food, have a good time. We laughing and joking. Happy birthday, Zeke, blah, blah, blah. She came back around and was like, how was it? I said, they still were hot. She said, you lying? I guess it was her initial reaction. She was like, you lying. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna lie. We here, we have a good time. I ain't gonna lie. And so I told her, I was like, they did not put them on the grill. I could look at them and tell. And I hate to pull this card. I hate to go, I'm a chef. And I know, I hate to do that. I hate it. I'm not that guy. I'm not the chef I'm not the chef to walk around and just be trying to find stuff wrong. I ain't that dude. So I was like, they did not put them on the grill. They heated them up in the microwave and they just resauced them. I said, and they still wasn't hot, as if they had to put them on the grill. So I'll just take them home and doctor them up my way. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. They tripping. They know. She was like, I don't know what's going on with them back there, but they just do not have it together. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, it's cool. Like, don't, it's all right. And she's like, nah. So she was more worked up about it than I was. And I was like, well, sorry. It's cool. Like, we really are good. Like, I didn't ask for the manager, the GM. I didn't clown or nothing. I was just like, I'll just take them home. Just bring me a to-go box. I'll doctor them up when I get to the house. Like, we'll take care of it that way. And so she disappeared for a good little while. And then when I seen her, I was like, hey, we'll take our check. And she's like, okay. And then she disappeared again. Well, she went and had my meal taken off of the ticket. Now, mind you, I did not ask for this. But it was good to know that her customer service was on point enough to know, like, okay, he not happy. This going to affect my tip. And I need to make this right some kind of way. Wasn't looking for that. Let me say that again. But the server was her name was Kirsten. She was very, very attentive to our table. Very, very, checking to make sure, she was very knowledgeable about everything we had. And like I said, I love 54th Street. So I'm definitely going back. But this was just one of those times where I was like, dang, y'all let me down, Pam. Y'all let me down, Pippin. Like, what's up? So yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some. Not every experience is going to be the great experience that you're looking for, but it happens, right? It's cool. But overall, 54th Street is a place you should check out for sure if you haven't already checked it out. I hate that I ain't got them tacos no more because I will go in there and just be lit off tacos. Like, I'm a taco guy. I like tacos. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, guys, we are back. This dope cooking show. We making chicken salad. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna jump right into this thing. And we're gonna start with some cranberries. Listen, it ain't nothing fancy, y'all, but it works, right? So, sweet dried cranberries. We're gonna get some of them. And I don't know. You gauge how sweet you want it. I'm gonna do maybe a half. Man, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a half a cup. Cause it just a little less. Cause what we're gonna do is, let's do a half a cup. So we're gonna do a half a cup. Half a cup dried cranberries. And so what we'll do is cut them up. Now you can put these in a food processor if you want. I just like cutting up stuff. It's just me, Chef Jeff, the way I do things. Of course, and it could be a little old school, but I'm a little old school, and that's fine. I take time to kind of cut my stuff up. That way you can kind of get rid of any errors. You know what I mean? So this is how I do things. It's just me. It's fine. So I cut these up kind of small. Like I said, half a cup. So we got some dry. I can't say dry today. Dried cranberries. Right? You got that. Then we'll do a few slices of red onion that we'll cut up. Right? And then we'll do some celery. Of course, we gotta wash our celery, y'all. That's pretty much it. It's not gonna be real involved, guys, because it's simple. Now with the onions, it's totally up on you how much onion you want, flavor you want in your chicken salad. But I tend to cut mine up really, really fine, right? So that way it's not too. You don't put too much onion in there, and then it'd be overpowering, right? Cut them up fine, and I only use like a slice, because we can adjust it later. You can always add more, but you can't take away, right? So you don't want it to be too oniony. For me, I like mine to be kind of chunky, right? What does that mean? I don't like soupy stuff. I don't like it to be soupy. That's gross. So we're gonna use mayo, but we'll use a thicker mayo. Watch the cutting board, huh? And then I predominantly will use some celery. I'm gonna wash this off. I predominantly use more celery than anything because I like celery taste. So that compared with that amount of celery with the chicken, and then you have a little bit of onion, the dried cranberry, and they give you a mouthful. That is gonna be awesome, right? So we'll start here with about 4 pieces of celery. Reason being, like I said, you can always add more first to take away. And I don't mind adding more. So I'll start off with a little bit, and then I'm only gonna make a little bit because it's just me gonna eat it. They gonna try to eat it. Last time I made some, they ate it all up. I ain't even get none. I almost ate all the crackers and stuff too. So we're gonna make this one just for me and you. This right here. Okay? Just for us. We ain't even tell them how much we made. We're gonna hide it. Cause they be trying to find my stuff, man. I'm trying to find my stuff. What y'all been up to? What's been going on? I know y'all done heard already, right? Biden dropped out of the presidential race. What in the world, y'all? What's gonna happen? What we gonna do? I saw a meme that said, "Let's just break up and not date nobody for a while." I so feel that. Like I feel that. On so many levels right now, because good Lord. And then the RNC convention, oh, it was painful. It was pain. I'm gonna tell you what part hurt me the most. And I know he got in trouble for saying the N-word, but Hulk Hogan up there just shucking and jiving. I'm like, man, he tore his shirt off and everything. I was so hurt. I'm like, childhood hero, just down the drain. I love Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, who was rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior, all them guys, man. I loved all them dudes watching wrestling. And that dude, he over here shucking and jiving for Trump. Oh well, it is what it is. Can't win them all. All right. So here's what we got so far: cranberries, red onion, celery. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit, right? So at this point, what I will probably do. Oh, we gotta get our sun-dried tomatoes, y'all. Y'all almost let me forget. Sun-dried tomatoes. I don't know about y'all, but I really do enjoy sun-dried tomatoes. And this is one of those times where I would use the oil from the sun-dried tomatoes to season my chicken. When we talked about that a few episodes ago. This is it. This is one of them times. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all about my secrets, because I ain't telling y'all nothing else. So we got a little bit of sun-dried tomato right there. That's all we need. Of course, we're gonna cut that up. Now you're gonna have a tart and you're gonna have sweet. And it's all of this mixed in with this recipe right here. And if you mix it up good, and the chicken, you got enough chicken, you won't even really be able to tell what it is. And I think that's part of the reason why people be like, what you put in it? And I'll be like, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't even have a clue. So we got all our vegetables in there, right? Boom. We give them a good mix, see what it look like, right? And at any given point, you can mix this up, add your mayo, and then see what it tastes like for you. Okay? And then from that point, we could, either add more vegetables or not. Season it if you want to or not. Okay? And go from there and keep building. So this is one of those things where it's not set in stone until you set it. Okay, you see it. You see it. There go our Walmart rotisserie chicken. Hey, ain't no shame in it, right? Ain't no shame in it. So me, here's a funny story. I use these rotisserie chickens as much as I possibly can because there's a lot of meat involved with this rotisserie chicken. But what I don't have to worry about too much is the over seasoning or overpower. Okay, guys, we back. As you can see, I have started to break down some of this chicken. Like I said, rotisserie chicken. Walmart, wherever you can get a rotisserie chicken from, that is where I get them from, right? I normally go heavy on the dark meat when I do it this way because that has a lot of flavor in it. Also, it has, it's not dried out, right? So for me, I use the breast meat as volume and I use the dark meat as season. Breast meat as volume, the dark meat, thighs, legs, backs as volume, right? So this is what I use. And then, like I said, when I do it and I be in kind of a hurry, this is my go-to. That's how I get it done, right? It don't take me no time. Like today, it's not going to take us no time to get this done because we get it in, right? We all doing this thing together. So I have broken this down, and like I said, it's just a rough chop on all of it to get it ready to go in. Like I said, we making a small amount, so we may not even use all of this. But I wanted you to see like how much meat comes off of those rotisserie chickens from the store. You can break this down to have, a couple of meals for the week, right? And at first I wasn't a fan, I wasn't hip, but shoot, I got in the jam one time. I needed some chicken for a dish, and the store I went to didn't have it. And I knew Walmart wasn't gonna have it, but the dude had some chickens coming out of the rotisserie thing. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna use that. And ever since then, that's been a go-to for me. Now, it has been one of those things where I would like use it like at the school, but it got too crazy. So I was trying to break down chickens enough to have chicken for 70 people. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. So no, we had to pivot and do it a different way. But for all intents and purposes, like when I do chicken salad wraps, I do a chicken Caesar salad wrap, in a spinach shell, in a spinach wrap. People tend to love that. And then these are the two things that I use it for, right? This chicken is tender, it's not dry. I have a rotisserie chicken setting on my New Wave oven that I use. It gives me this same type of consistency as far as chicken goes. So that's what I use at times. When I be trying to be real fancy, I get the breast and I can do some other stuff. But I can't tell y'all all of that because I ain't trying to give y'all all my secrets. So here's what we have. We're going to incorporate this with everything else we have mixed up already, right? And so like I said before, you can add this and piece by piece, little by little, and see how your chicken salad looks and tastes before you finish before you present a finished product. So for me, I like to taste at one point and then, add my mayo and then taste it again, see if I need to add any more vegetables. I think I'm chicken heavy on this one. So here's what we got so far, right? Look at that, it's pretty, ain't it? Yeah, all colors in there. Now, mind you, we ain't used no seasons. We haven't used any season. Only seasoning that is available is whatever they see. So, like I said, at this point, you can get your chicken salad a taste before you put your mayo in it or whatever you're gonna use. I use mayo. No specific brand, right? You don't have to use a specific kind of mayo. Mayo, regular old mayo will work. You can use the whipped dressing, that'll work. I'm gonna use this. Let's say mayo. How it is. Or you can use this one, which is equivalent to like Miracle Whip, right? But think about it. If you use this one, you're gonna get a sweet flavor. You're gonna get sweet tasting chicken salad. If that's what you're going for, great. But if you're not, then you gotta be careful. So there's not much in this jar, but we're gonna use what's in here. And that might be that on that. So we're gonna get in there and get that out. And like I said, this is just the way I do it. You don't have to do it my way, but it's been working. People like it. They sure do. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the way they do it, with the way they like it. And like I said, every time I make this, it's a hit. Every time they be talking about it. And like I said, I didn't set out for it to be that way. I was just, somebody asked me one time, and I was like, what's chicken salad? And they was like, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Kind of a healthy option, blah, 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 blah. That's what one lady, a conference, a lady had. And I made it for her. And it's been a hit ever since. Everybody like, man, I used some of that chicken salad you made for so conference. It was good. Oh, man, that chicken salad you made was off the chain. It wasn't even hardly none left. One girl, messaged me after the thing, was like, can I have a pan of that chicken salad, please, to myself? It was so good. And I didn't really get none. I just tasted somebody's. And I cannot figure out what you did. I'm like, you're not going to figure out what I did because I don't know what I did at the time. So today, if that person's watching, now you know what I did, right? So, like I said, I don't like mine to be real soupy. I don't like it to be real, real wet. I kind of want it to be kind of dry a little bit, right? We don't want the mayo flavor to overpower. So this is what we have so far, right? So we're going to take that. We're going to put it on some toasted croissant bread. Make a chicken salad sandwich. And then we're going to make us a lettuce bowl. Okay? Look, yes, it's about to get real interesting on this Dope Cooking Show. So we're going to clean this up right quick, and then we're going to come back. Okay, guys, so we finna plate this thing up. We got us some bread toasting, right? We got us some fresh washed lettuce, so we can make us a lettuce boat, or attempt to, right? And I think, we're just gonna put it on a bed of lettuce. So let's do it that way, because these lettuce leaves ain't lettuce leaving like they should. All right. I so hate produce sometimes. Sometimes it sucks, right? Because they don't be doing it right. They just don't be doing you right with the produce. And y'all let me know where y'all get y'all produce from, because you know me, I'm going to Walmart Market and that's that on that, and boom, right? So, we're gonna go with it that way, right? So here, we're gonna do 2 pieces of lettuce, and then we're gonna get our chicken salad out, right? And we're gonna put just a little amount on there, and then we're gonna show you how we do that thing, right? Show you how we do that thing. So, like I said, I don't want mine too loose, right? So that way with this, we can form it, right? So we can form that on there, and it'll sit up, kind of cool. Now, this ain't, the Garmager stuff ain't my thing, right? It just ain't never been my thing. I skipped that class in school, so it's cool. The fancy on the plate and all of that. Yeah, I skipped all that. So here we go. So, boom. We got some of a lettuce boat. And then, so here's what presentation, right? You gotta have presentation. It's gotta be sexy when they see it. So we want to make sure our plate is good, right? We'll make sure everything on our plate looks amazing. And then we're going to hit it with just a little bit of smoked paprika to give it a pop. And then we have our chicken salad on a lettuce bowl. Y'all check it out. Get into it. See, just something simple. Boom. And there it is. There it is. I'm talking about, yeah. So check me out. So here we are. We got 2 pieces of that croissant bread that I'll tell you about. Is that not amazing looking? Check that out, right? So what I did was I did a light toast on it. We're going to do a light toast, and then we're going to do some lettuce on top of there, right? Then we're going to throw a piece of tomato on there, because why not? It's a sandwich, and that's what we doing. We making good stuff over here at this dope cooking show, right? So boom, we're going to get us a slice of this tomato. Yeah, man. And so we don't even need to add anything onto the bread because, first of all, it's croissant. But second, boom, a piece of tomato. Let's do 2 pieces. 2 pieces of tomato right there. Boom. Now, you can be fancy if you want to and season the tomato. I like to season my tomatoes, but on this particular time, I'm just going to keep it real low key. So then we're going to, boom, we're going to put some chicken salad on top of this. So hopefully we can get it to stay, right? And then you might want to use a ice cream scoop. You can do that. Or, like I said, I kept mine kind of dry so that way we can form it, right? Boom. There we go. So we got us a chicken salad sandwich. Now, from my point of view, I probably should have used maybe just 1 tomato, but that's all right. We cool. We creating together, right? This dope cooking show. Check that out. That's love. I like that. I like that right there. Let me let y'all see it. Let me let y'all see it from where I'm at. Check him out. Right there. Chicken salad sandwich. Now we can fancy that up. And so what I would normally do is fancy it up, right? And add maybe some type of chips or something in the middle, or a toothpick on the top. But that's it. And it's a big sandwich too. What you think about that? This dope cooking show, guys. All right, guys. This dope cooking show. We did it again. You know, this is how we do. We get in and we get out. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm a kind of simple guy, so all of this was kind of like just for show, right? But for me, crackers. Chicken salad and crackers. I'm talking about what? What are we talking about here? Man, I can sit here with this all day and just go to town. But ain't nothing wrong. I'm gonna tell you the best crackers I can do. Well, y'all tell me what crackers y'all would use, but I'm gonna use these Toll House. Yeah, we did that. We did that, y'all. So, another episode of this dope cooking show. We made chicken salad, right? We made a chicken salad sandwich. We made chicken salad on a lettuce bowl. We made chicken salad and crackers. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all next week.